Gary, my name is Webb Smith. I have a question.
Yes, sir. Not a statement?
Not a statement. I run the website sicfit.com, SICFIT.com, and I credit you for leaving my job to run the site. It's really a passion of mine. I run a group of people from CrossFit Central. Anyways, my question is, I can work 24 hours a day,
Good.
literally. But like you, I have a very young daughter. And
Congratulations.
Thank you. It's really, she's a really special person. And I guess what I'm trying to ask is, when do you know to turn it off? Like, it's a stupid question. But
No, it's not.
It's like if you
It's the question.
If you can stay in your office all day and work because you love doing what you do, how do you?
It's the question, bro. It's the hardest thing. People always ask me, like, what am I driven by, right? Why am I so hungry? Why am I doing all this? I'm driven by gratitude. I was born in a shitty place. The only country left in the former Soviet Union that's real bad, Belarus. If my parents didn't leave that place, one of three things would have happened to me. I would have been, in jail. With my DNA, three things. Jail, killed, very likely, or one of those crazy Russian billionaires that was dominated, right? And at 33%, I'm not gonna take my chances. For that same stuff, I get on the Wall Street Journal here and get accolades. I'm grateful. I've had a 30-year run with little death in my family. Now, unfortunately, most of my grandparents died before, but I'm so damn grateful. Every morning I wake up, I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful. It just means so much to me. To have this kind of support is insanity, and I don't take it for granted. And then when you add a child to that, and a wife that you love, life is so ridiculously good that I'm scared. I almost feel like I'm a Jets fan just to offset it, Fuckers. Anyway. It's very hard for me to turn it off. It's in me. It's always there. I always want to grind. I could have stayed back here and got ready for the talk, but I wanted to stand out there and thank people for coming in. Not because it's cool or interesting, because I'm fucking thankful. Like, thank you, it's lunchtime, people are hungry up in here, So, I'm just thankful, and I would say that it's very difficult for me to give you the right answer. What I would say is this: there's nobody in this room, and I promise you this, that is more obsessed of hanging out with 90-year-old people than me. I switch my seats on planes, I roll up on them randomly, I'm like, no, I'm here, please. Sometimes the thing's tough because they fall asleep quickly, but I nudge them, and I have conversations with people that are in their 80s and 90s all the time. You know why, bro? They've played this game. They've lived it. They're playing the game and played it that we're playing. And here's what I promise you, not one of them has ever told me, and I'm talking about 100 people, I wish I made more money. Not one. They all say the same damn thing, boss. I wish I spent more time with my family, and I wish I didn't work in that factory for 30 years. I hated that fucking place. And you know what? I look at those people and I feel sad as shit. You know why? Because they didn't have the out that we all do. The fact that you are right here, right now at South by Southwest, you have no fucking idea how ahead of the rest of the world you are. The fact that you know shit like this puts you in a totally different place. And to me, what's insane about that is, this room has no fucking excuses. You know the alternatives. You have the options. They didn't. For the entrepreneurs in the 60s and 70s and 80s, 90s and even early 2000s, they didn't have a shot like we do, and we should be embarrassed if we don't try to make ourselves happy. But the big game is family, and you just gotta try. But there's no right answer for you, from me, Thanks, man.
How are you? I love you. I value my life every day because of you. I spend more time with my mom and my friends. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, I'm going to take a risk here.
Okay.
I teach social media seminars around the country, and it kills me that these small and medium-sized business owners, what is the Fortune 5 million, don't understand Twitter, don't get it. So next week I'm launching. I'm really scared to ask you this publicly.
You're pitching me right now?
No pitch. I'm asking, and you can tell me.
I was hoping you were, because that's straight hustle me.
Ready? WeTweet.com, we tweet for you, so you don't have to offer value-based tweets on behalf of brands.
I hate it.
Do you think it's massively awful?
I hate it.
Okay.
With every piece of my soul.
Okay. Well, tell me how I
People
offer value.
want to scale too much.
Right?
You know how you help them?
Yeah.
One by one fucking grinding.
Like just by continuing to teach and talk.
Like call Johnny's, hello Johnny's Pizza.
Yeah.
Hey Johnny, you need to get your ass on social media.
Yeah, but they don't get it.
I know, so then you drive to their place and punch them in the face and tell them.
Seriously?
It's
No, it's killing me. Like, I really want to have, what can
You
I?
can't scale caring. It's not authentic. You can't do what you're talking about. You can't.
I appreciate your honesty, but somehow I have to help these people. I'll figure
Go to their fucking homes.
I'm trying to. I teach as many classes as I can, but they still don't get it.
You can only do so much, and you grind out, and when you see a glimmer of hope, I'm always on stage just looking for somebody who's got that little spark. I'm like, okay, let me get that, like, that's what you have to do in those classes. It's gonna, listen, 2007 in here, every question was, Gary, how do we convince everybody that Twitter is valuable? I'm trying to convince my friends that everybody's valuable. And I'm like, we don't. You're going to be the same dude that's going to be pissed in 2010 when everybody's on Twitter and you're going to be like, Twitter sold out. It's like a band-aid, right? There's no selling people on this. They're going to be in the game because they're going to have to be. They're going to be forced into this. So you know what you do?
Yeah.
Work with people that are curious and interested and get them there early. They're going to win bigger and more. And that's just the way it is. You're not going to be able to save the world to understand how to use Twitter or whatever it is.
Yeah.
The Pisces?
Yeah, we want to save the world.
All of you? Who's a Pisces in here that does not want to save the world? Raise your hand. Not all of you. But you can't scale you can't scale authenticity. You can't. All right? Yes? You can say something on behalf of Fortune 50s. What's your name? Bliss.
And I run North. You don't like my profanity? I thought that was the model. Oh, sorry. I'll think I'll get. My name is Bliss. I run North America's social media for Procter & Gamble, which is a Fortune 50, and I fucking get it. So you're welcome.
However, Procter & Gamble does use its agencies to Twitter on behalf of their brands. But some. But you do. But you are, right? Because I know who runs Gillette's Facebook and it's not you guys. Okay, but this is the US. And the Twitter that you have right now at Gillette is not run by you guys. It's run by an agency. Okay, but not in US. Here's what I'm saying. Fair. And I think you guys do a very good job. I do. I think Procter does a lot of good jobs. But you're kind of half pregnant still.
Hey Gary, I'm Brian Coffey.
Hey Brian.
Hey, I read Crush It and quit my job.
What's that?
I said I read Crush It and quit my job.
Fuck.
Okay, I'm just kidding. I didn't read Crush It, but I did quit my job. Okay, so
What's with the audience trumping me this year? Go ahead, bro.
you talk a lot about passion. I've always believed in passion. It's just key, and engagement. But one thing you haven't talked a lot about is people who are still putting out a lot of products that are just plain shit.
Yeah.
They won't use them. So how do you get companies to realize you can't put out products that you won't use yourself?
You can't. That's what they do. 88% of new consumer brand product releases are massive flops because flops because they suck. I mean, it's hard, dude. I mean, there's a lot of people, at South by you get a lot of things get brought up, right? A lot of people pitching new products and different things. I mean, and it's tough because a lot of them aren't good or they have nowhere to go. It's just the way it is. That's something you can't do, right? I mean, you just can't. I mean, there's product people and, and some things, by the way, who is it for you to say it's going to be good or not? I mean, a lot of times you're wrong. There's a lot of people here that thought things would flop that didn't. So that's very subjective, but it's a very big reality, and I don't really know if there's a true, real answer, Thanks, man.